the last chance you get energy is just your hands flipping. That's why it has no power. There's no leverage, okay? So we need leverage. Now, whether you're hitting a chip, a half swing, leverage is leverage. Tour players just learn to apply leverage to something, and then they get as much force as they can into it. So, but chipping is, I'm not going to hit anything different. My hands are still applying leverage the same way, okay? Some people have more. That's Colin Montgomery, Colin Morkai, and then this is the kid that just won, Duggery or
Cam Young?
no. It's just he won the Bridgerton, maybe something like that. He's in it, but he's won twice already this year. So very quiet hands. Yeah, see how quiet his hands are through there. There's not going on. And he's not trying to create speed. He's still trying to create what? Leverage. Yeah. So right there. So that's off. So now how do we get there? Well, over here is the drill we just did. Now this is me and Roy, and I'm on the right in case you get confused. I'm over there. Just apply. Now when we hit the bag, we look pretty what?
Which one is what?
Yeah. But when we hit the bag, we look pretty what? Pretty same, because we're applying leverage to something. Leverage, right? So do you have any leverage to this ball? You have absolutely no leverage to the ball. Now you're trying to get a force with your feet, but it's not really producing any leverage. So it's in intent good, but the way you're playing it, it really isn't accomplishing anything. So that's why you can push all you want, because the other factors, like your backswing being long and your weight's over here behind you somewhere. So your weight's outside your feet.
That's the old swing.
Yeah, right? That's the first swing today. We're over here. So then you got to twist. You're not pushing from your legs. You'll see how, remember we saw that big lateral bump? And you see there's no bump there. There's spinning.
Right.
There's no lateral. So you're just spinning and flipping, right? So that point now, so whether again, we take Jon Rahm, again, completely different looking than Roy, but guess what? They apply leverage the same way, because leverage is leverage in golf. We're always just applying leverage to something. And so we go over here and let's take a look at this swing. This is the bag drill. Yeah. So now, really well. So here, you're not trying to lift. You're just applying leverage. You see how your knees are facing that? See how your shoulders aren't trying to make this big twisting back swing? Yeah. Boom, there's your power. So you should feel, again, energy here or stored up here in your feet, and maybe in your core where your arm is. And that's where I feel all three. When I'm hitting the bag, I just feel power from the ground here, and I'm trying to apply as much leverage to that bag. That's a force.
Right.
And that's why your hand goes to what? It goes to extension or leverage instead of what? The flipping.
Flipping, yeah.
So that bag tells you that I need that to apply leverage or something. The slingshot, this will happen for you naturally when you get to here. I don't worry about that part. All the slingshot would look like. Whoops. So when a tour player is going there, they're playing leverage right at impact. So they're all playing leverage the same way. Different versions, but the same version. Leverage, leverage. See how their shoulder doesn't spin, their front shoulder doesn't spin away. Now here, we got to release that energy out of you into the club. That's why we can't go too long. If you look here at Tiger straight on, if he went on too long, then he'll never get the speed of the club. So about right here, they're playing leverage, but now they're trying to get as much energy into the club. They have to go, you gotta let the club, you just can't hold on to it the whole way. So there's a force, and then they release the energy like a slingshot. See, everything just fly.
Yeah.
So there's a force, and eventually I feel powerful to here, and I feel speed in the club, not speed in me. Because remember, these shoulders are decelerating these players. You're trying to accelerate your shoulders to create speed. See, people will try to go past the bag. I don't need you to pass the bag. We're applying energy, and it's kinetic, which means just transfer one section to the next section. The feet, core, shoulders, and the arms, all this kinetic chain of energy right there. We release all the energy out of us into that golf club, meaning the shoulder got to quit turning, and your natural shoulder just kept turning away from the thing that you're trying to hit. See all that energy? So how are you going to get into the golf club? So you just when you come out every day, you need these compact force, hit that bag feeling till you start compressing. Because if you don't get that feeling, it's not going to show up when you just start doing bigger swings.